Catherine McNeil, Diane Barton, Managing Director of the East End Cultural District, Julie Farley, Executive Director of the Houston Museum District, Cynthia Alvarado, Operation Manager of the Midtown Management District, and Susanna Mitchell, Director of Washington Art District. Please give it up for my colleagues.
Some of you who have been attending these for the last few years have started again hobby. We had to move to a larger space for hobby, and now we have to move to this great space. So thank you all for being here.
City councilmen have already been introduced, and if they haven't I'm going to ask them if they don't mind, and so you can really get a chance to see them. You know, I work with them every week, but I'm going to ask Councilman Brenda Starr just to kind of come up. It's Mayor Pro Tem, Dr. Quincy.
He left.
Or Larry Green.
He left.
Or Matt Edwards, or Mike Niles. If you give it up to Councilman Brenda Starr. Let me just say, as John has indicated, I'm serving the legislature for some 26 years on the Appropriations Committee for 21, and chairing the subcommittee that oversaw the Texas Audit Commission. It was certainly my privilege to work on behalf and fight for additional funding for the audits. And in the last legislative session, we were able to achieve additional funding for the first time that the local office received funding for $5 million. Even though I'm not in the legislature now, serving in a different capacity, it's certainly my hope that we can encourage the legislature to at least equal or do more than what they did before. It certainly will be a part of the city of Houston's government legislative agenda, and so even from this meeting, we will continue to push funding for the audits from the Texas legislature, the state of Texas. The reason why funding cultural districts at the state level was so important to me is the very same reason why the East End, the Aviator District, Midtown, Museum District, and Washington Avenue corridor are so important to me as New York City. Each one represents neighborhoods essential to the vitality of the city with distinct qualities, rich histories, parks, restaurants, places of worship, and working artists. The Houston's Historic East End, I spoke to them at the luncheon today. East End with Navigation Esplanade, Frenetic Theater, Guadalupe Plaza, Martin Solis, Houston Market Space, Box 13 Market Space, and more. The Museum District, some of the city's oldest homes, intermingled with 19 museums, a truly walkable art of our city. Midtown, a mixture of old residents, new development, and a thriving arts community, including the ensemble, numerous art galleries, museums, and now managed. Washington Avenue, with 250 artist studios and 80 entrepreneurs, music venues, warehouses, and new development, more working artists per capita, older homes, and new business. These different groups represent some of the finest things that Houston has to offer. From the arts community, we've done well, but we still have a long way to go. But in this city, the most diverse city in the country, the fourth largest city in the country, only in this city can you be on a horse on a Saturday for the rodeo. go to the sports event of their choosing, from football to basketball to soccer and baseball, and then at the same time experience the arts and all of its dimensions, from dance to music, the outside theater, you name it. That is what Houston is all about. And it's not just about putting art on the wall. It's not just about that. It represents in large part the economic engine of this city. We will always be in large part an oil and gas town, but Houston is so much more. And when you look at what gives Houston its soul, what makes us who we are, what gives us the spirit, is the arts community that reflects the diversity of this city. Whether you're an African American, whether you're Hispanic, whether you're Asian, it does not matter. You literally can be a part of this city, and you can travel the international globe. That is Houston at its finest. And even in challenging times, we must work to take the arts community of the city to another level. We cannot be satisfied with where we are. We cannot be third, but we can be first. And if we dream big, my attitude is we either go bold or we go home. And in this city, in this season, now is the time for the arts community to go bold and to remain a major player on the world stage. It is requisite to have a strong central core that appeals to residents, cultural tourists, and international media attention. We have that with our theater districts and 7 resident colonies. I am proud that Houston is home to more state-sanctioned cultural districts than any other Texas city. I am proud of the diverse cultural programming across the metropolitan area. I am proud of the working artists and the 500+ art organizations creating thought-provoking work in all of our communities. I love Houston. We all do. And we all want the city and its residents to succeed and live full lives with access to great art and culture. The city is your partner in fostering an environment where art and culture flourish for the sharing and the benefit of residents and visitors. Debbie McNulty, with the Mayor's Office of Cultural Affairs, is here with her staff to assist. And as your mayor, it is my desire that collectively, working in tandem with one another, that we can move this city when it comes to arts to another level. We need not be second to New York or San Francisco or DC or any other city. We are Houston, and in Houston, we are first in all dimensions. It is now our pleasure.
After lasting years, out of land, ancient, dusty, out of marshes, muddy bosom, a city rises skyward, each slab and brick, each blue beam, steel girder, mirrored surface, a collective act of faith that a single page, imagined and rooted in a soil's shifting, can hold, cause home. In the bigger mural, women of color move like a river through time, history, and the reams of fabric they carry quilt. The woman in their midst, almost angel, shines amber beneath what could be thread or basket straw or rough-hewn wings, and she looks southward toward the city's sculpted skyline. On Downing Street, in the heart of Houston, men's voices rise. Their guitar strings turn harder than trumpet. Lightning Hopkins, Texas Johnny Brown, Earl Gillen, Grady Gaines, until the street fills with night and song, and I hear my own son's voice, born in Houston, trill among them. On Yukon Street, in the chapel named Orozco, the wall-sized work beneath the atrium ceilings shining opens into luminous cloud to believed in the power of light to save us, just as Newman believed in elemental form, color, the ancient obelisk, broken, rising out of water to the hill's monument, to a great man's prayers turned earthward. In the papyrus fragment of a first century gospel, a man stands on the bank of the Jordan, a handful of seeds in his palm. He releases them into the current that fills first with seedlings, then sprouts, then trees, quinces, figs, apples. In fourth ward, a woman lies down in the coffin-like hole of a street where patterned brick laid by freedmen is dug out, lost. Her body's weight as it poured, the rooted pall rising out of land, ancient, dusty, out of marshes muddy bosom, moving like a ghost of a river whose tide filled hills with trees, their sap like human voices soaring, a singing tongue city